You can do it. That's the shortest red line I've ever seen. Come on, Peach.
Peach plops into the harbour water, joining the rest of the gang. As they float along in their plastic bags, they look around them.
Now what?
The audio description for Finding Nemo was by Veronica Hicks for IMS. Studio production at Aquarium. Directed by Andrew Stanton, co-directed by Lee Unkrich. Produced by Graham Walters, executive producer John Lasseter, associate producer Jinko Goto. Original story by Andrew Stanton. Screenplay by Andrew Stanton, Bob Peterson and David Reynolds. Music by Thomas Newman. Story supervisors Ronnie Del Carmen, Dan Yupp and Jason Katz. Film editor David Ian Salter. Supervising technical director Oren Jacob. Production designer Ralph Eccleston. Directors of photography Sharon Callahan and Jeremy Lasky. Supervising animator Dylan Brown. Art directors, characters Ricky Vega-Nieva, shading Robin Cooper, environments Anthony Christoph and Randy Barrett. CG supervisors, characters Brian Green, Ocean Unit Lisa Forster and Daniel Feinberg, Reef Unit David Eisenman, Tank Unit Jesse Hollander, Sharks and Sydney Unit Steve May, Global Technology Michael Fong, Digital Final Anthony A. Apodaca, Schooling and Flocking Michael Lawrenson, Production Manager Lindsay Collins, Sound Designer Gary Ridstrom, Casting Mary Hidalgo, Kevin Rea and Matthew John Beck. The cast: Marlin, Albert Brooks, Dory, Ellen DeGeneres, Nemo, Alexander Gould, Gil, William Dafoe, Bloat, Brad Garrett, Peach, Alison Janney, Gurgle, Austin Pendleton, Bubbles, Stephen Root, Deb and Flo, Vicky Lewis, Jacques, Joe Ranft, Nigel, Jeffrey Rush, Crush, Andrew Stanton. Coral, Elizabeth Perkins, Squirt, Nicholas Bird, Mr. Ray, Bob Peterson, Bruce, Barry Humphries, Anchor, Eric Barner, Chum, Bruce Spence, Dentist, Bill Hunter, Darla, Lulu Abeling, Tad, Geordie Ranth, Pearl, Erica Beck, Sheldon, Eric Persullivan, Fish School, John Ratzenberger. Production supervisor Marcia Gwendolyn Jones. Story manager Blake Tucker. Story artists Jim Capobianco, Joseph Rocket Eckers, Bruce M. Morris, Peter Sohn and Nathan Stanton. Additional storyboarding James S. Baker, Max Brace, Rob Gibbs and Matthew Lunn. Digital storyboarding Courtney Booker. Story consultant Will C. Sackloss. Story coordinators Rachel Raphael Gates and Adam Bronstein. Story production assistant Romney T. Marino. Art manager Doug Nichols. Character design Dan Lee. Additional character design Jason Deemer. Production artists Nelson Ray Bohol, David Falk, Ellen Moon Lee, Albert Lozano, Nathaniel McLaughlin, James Pearson, Peter Sohn and Bud Thone. Sculptors Jerome Ranft and Greg Dijkstra. Lead CG painter Belinda van Valkenburg. Animation manager Jenny Tsoi. Directing animators Anne Barilaro and Mark Walsh. Senior layout artist Craig Good. Animation coordinator Graham Moller. Characters: unit managers Kelly T. Peters and Joshua Hollander. Leads Paul Akerley and Keith Olenek. Ocean unit manager Michael Walsh. Leads Liz Kopinski-Carter, Jan Han Cho, Scott G. Clifford and Derek Williams. Reef unit manager Kim Collins. Leads Robert Anderson, Dan Schreiter and Kim White. Sharks and Sydney unit manager Susie Stewart. Leads Michael Fu, Ken Lau and Derek Williams. Tank unit manager Michael Walsh. Leads Brad Andelman, Scott G. Clifford, Sylvia Wong. Schooling and Flocking unit manager AJ Ripley. Lead Justin Ritter. Digital Final unit manager Ethan Owen. Technical development lead William Reeves. Post-production supervisor Paul Chickock. Senior manager editorial and post-production Bill Kinder. Original dialogue mixer Doc Kane. Additional ADR voice casting Mickey McGowan. Additional Australian voice casting Sari Davis. End credit design Ellen Moon Lee. Post-production sound services by Skywalker Sound, a division of Lucas Digital Limited, Marin County, California. Music recorded and mixed by Tommy Vicari. Fish Turns Round. Orchestra recorded by Django Fish. Orchestration by Thomas Mazzucchiero. Music recorded and mixed at Sony Pictures Studios, Village. The tiny fish swims off. Created and produced at Pixar Animation Studios, Emeryville, California. The Walt Disney Castle appears, with its white walls and towers and flags fluttering from its blue spires. A shooting star makes a big arc behind the castle. Walt Disney Pictures. The word Pixar appears. The Pixar angle pose lamp hops over the letters until it reaches the letter I. It jumps up and down on the letter, squashing it flat, and stands in its place. And finally, switches itself off.